Hey, you guys. It's Lindsay with 𝗏𝗏𝗄𝐿𝐼𝐿𝐼 and the 𝗏𝗏𝗄𝐿𝐼𝐿𝐼 Academy, and I am super excited to bring this new topic to you guys. This is by far my least favorite thing to do as a business owner, and so I'm excited to kind of get into it with you guys. Today we're going to be talking about how do you hire staff, right? Like, how do you hire staff and reduce turnover? And let me tell you, it is taking years for me to figure out the things that I'm going to share with y'all now. So hopefully it saves you some time and headache. And one of the reasons that it's so hard for me is because I want to give everybody a job, right? I'm like, I want to give everybody a chance. I want to help everybody. But that is not the way that you have to do things. There are certain things that you look for from the beginning to help you really and truly reduce turnover, to help you keep people that are going to perform well for you and your clientele. Because you guys, at the end of the day, when you are in business, it is not about you. And you do want to create a great environment, but it's really and truly not about the people that work for you either. It's about the people that you serve, the community you serve, and your customers. So here are the five big tips that I have had to learn that have really and truly helped me to build a great team. Okay, the first one is by far the most important. You have to hire people for a cultural fit and career growth potential. Okay, you have to hire people that align with your spa or your business's mission, value, and long-term vision. And if they don't fit, then it's not going to be the right person for you. And if they can't get along with your other staff, that's going to be a problem too. And I will tell you, I personally do part of my interviewing, but I let my staff do part of it as well, because they have to get a sense for whether that person is going to fit. Okay. Also, you have to prioritize certain things in your business that are going to help along the way and help with longevity, that are outside of just your technical skills. You may be so great at doing facials, but if your attitude is not well, if your work ethic is not there, and if you don't have a passion for what you're doing, it will eventually show, and I'm going to lose clients. Because guess what? If somebody comes in and they get a bad facial from Liz, it's not Liz that is going to get the complaint. It's that 𝗏𝗏𝗄𝐿𝐼 spa sucked, right? No, not doing it. So a couple of questions that you can ask that can kind of help. These are behavioral interview questions that can kind of help you weed some people out. Are different things like, tell me about a time when you went above and beyond for a client, right? Or where do you see yourself in 3 years? Or how can I help you get to where you are envisioning yourself being, or how do you envision yourself being here with us, in 3 to 5 years? So if they're telling you, yes, I'm starting off now as a receptionist, but I'm super excited to, later on, work my way up to spa manager, or this and that. That's a person that's looking at a long-term commitment. They're looking to grow with you, not just collect a paycheck. You want to look for things like that. The second thing, you guys, making sure, like when we're talking about reducing turnover, making sure that you offer a competitive compensation and meaningful benefits, okay, and different perks. So you want to make sure that the pay is aligned with industry benchmarks, okay? So you don't want to pay somebody, like offer them $12 an hour for something that everybody else is offering $20 an hour. You'll never get anybody. Or like you always say, you get what you pay for. You're going to get somebody that's not going to be great at that because they're just taking a job with a lot less when the industry standard is a lot more. Okay. The second thing, when we're talking about offering competitive compensation, provide performance-based incentives. And when I tell you that I'm big on those, if I have somebody that's doing what they're supposed to do, they're doing a great job, they are going to get rewarded, whether it's bonuses, it's extra commissions. Each of my people has KPIs, and when they meet those, they get quarterly bonuses. Actually, this week we went to a Rockets game. I took them, just doing different things. And then also offer unique perks. Obviously, if they're in a spa, you can offer free spa services, but you can offer CEU credits, which I do. You can offer different wellness benefits. Just offer different things that will help to increase job satisfaction, because those are the things that are going to keep those people coming to you. And I will tell you, a receptionist who gets a free facial once a month is going to be super excited. Okay. So, I mean, that's just a small perk of many, but it's just something that is going to help that customer or that potential employee to be a lot happier in the place that they're in. And also ask them, you know, what kind of things are you looking for to get out of this position? That's a good question to ask as well. The third one, this one is really important, you guys. Create a strong onboarding and training program. You cannot expect that on day one, people are going to be like, oh, I know how to do this. It's just answering the phones. No, maybe the way you answer the phones, the way you greet the clients, the way you do A, B, and C is going to be different from everybody else. You have to implement a structured, okay, that's the word, structured 30, 60, and 90-day onboarding plan. We have SOPs, which are standard operating procedures, that just include, you know, different things. How do we greet the clients? Here's some of the things that you need to say when you're on the phone with the clients. Here's some of the things that you need to do. And y'all can use, Lumi? That's free now to make little videos. I actually have one of our staff members, I'm like, okay, here's how you make an appointment. And I made a quick video that took all of 5 minutes, right? So you can do things like that to create videos. There's also a paid website called Traineal, where it's basically making manuals, but video manuals. So there's different ways to do that, but you cannot just hire somebody and say, oh, okay, answer the phones. You have to implement a structured onboarding process for them. It's also great to pair your people with a mentor or someone else who's been at the spa that they can kind of shadow, so that they understand, okay, here's what, you know, you normally do. I'm going to follow and kind of learn from you. I do peer-to-peer training all the time. And then the third part, when we're talking about offering that strong onboarding process, it's just ongoing professional development, okay? If you are the person who does facials, I want you to know product training, advanced facial techniques. If you're the person answering the phones, I'm going to probably get more sales stuff for you, so that you know how to convert clients at a higher rate. So just look for different ways to onboard them and do it in a positive way, so that they feel like, oh, she just not, you know, they don't feel like, oh, she just threw me into the deep end and left me all by myself. The fourth one, you guys, is building a positive work culture and recognition system. Reward people for doing a great job, okay? And then fostering an inclusive and supportive workplace where people feel like they're loved or appreciated. They're a part of this team, right? I'm not going to say family, because, you know, some people are like, no, I don't want it to be a family. No, but the team, you know, making sure that they feel like they're part of the team, not just, oh, you know, like I go in and I do my job and nobody, you know, talks to me. You don't want that. And then implementing a recognition system, employee of the month, surprise incentives, any kind of public praise. Those things help, okay? And then the last thing, when it comes to building a positive culture, and obviously 2 of the 5 I've given you have to do with culture, so that's how important it is. If you create an environment, you want people that fit in that. But maintaining open communication, you guys, do monthly check-ins, do anonymous feedback channels, or do employee reviews. Give them time. For me, I have a very, very big open door policy. If anybody needs something, they have questions, they feel, you know, a certain way about something, they can always message me, call me, come in. Open door policy. And let me say this, right now it's me, but if I have a full-time spa manager, I expect for them to then take up the helm and be the person who, you know, has the open door policy as well. Number 5, okay, this is the last one when we're talking about building up that and retaining these employees. Providing career growth opportunities to retain talent. I cannot tell you how many people have said they're leaving big chains, we're not gonna name names, because they feel like, well, I just go in and I just do this and that's all that I can do. Provide them with the opportunity to grow, because if they feel like all they can ever be is your front desk person, and they know that one day they want to be a manager, or one day they want to do with this, or they want to do with that, they're probably going to leave as soon as that opportunity opens up, right? So create clear paths for progression. You know, if you are a junior esthetician, you're going to become a senior esthetician. You're going to become the head esthetician. You're going to become the trainer for the new estheticians that come in. You know, that's just an example. Same with sculpting. Like I said, if you're, you know, initially a junior sculptor, you're going to become the head sculptor. You can become the spa manager. You never know where, you know, where that path may go. And then encourage your staff to participate in spa industry events. I will definitely give staff like a day or two off to travel to, you know, some of these beauty shows in different areas so that they can learn about, you know, trending events. They can do continuing education and even speak, you know, speaking opportunities to build their expertise if it's available, right? And then the last thing is offer leadership training and promotions from within. You know, don't always, like if I'm looking for a spa manager, I'm going to look at my staff first and say, look, do I really have somebody that will be a great spa manager? I'm going to look at them first before I bring somebody in from the outside, because that makes them feel more valued, right? So those are the tips that I have for you guys. And just to summarize once again, the first one is hire for cultural fit and career growth potential. The second one is offer competitive compensation and meaningful perks. The third is going to be to create a strong onboarding and training program. The fourth is to build a positive work culture and recognition system. And then the fifth is providing career growth opportunities to retain talent. Those are truly 5 things that will help you when it comes to hiring people who you want to stay in your company and who will fit in culturally. And like I'm telling you, the one thing that I have found that works amazing for me is don't be alone. Don't silo yourself when you're hiring people. Let your team have the opportunity to meet those people too. It will save you a lot of time, a lot of heartache, and hopefully get you some amazing staff. I hope that this helped you guys. See you soon. Talk to you later. Bye.